Hello guys, welcome to another one of my Battle Breakers videos. 28 days of logging in, another godly gift. A huge thanks to everyone out there sending me friend requests in the game to get in on my godly gifts, to borrow my units. A huge thanks to everyone out there using my supporter creator code or clicking the supporter creator link to renew your support, because it lasts about 14 days. Remember that using my supporter creator code or clicking the link makes it so that a portion of sales go to me. But anyway guys, wow, this has been a crazy day. This has been one of the most crazy days for me in Battle Breakers since I started, because the grind has been so real and so many really exciting things have been going on for me anyway. So I hope you guys are gonna be enjoying my summary of this crazy day of absolutely battle breaking craziness. So I went in there, of course, cleared out the shops, all the kind of stuff that I always do, went into the event store, did all my things in there. I'm not going to be sharing like everything about that today, because like I did it 2 times today for both of the resets. So I'm just including what we had in the stores today. And of course I bought out these bonus map token kind of things, and I wanted to look into them a little bit differently today than what I have been doing the other days, because I have a renewed focus and interest in the treasure hunters. So I wanted to try to play them with treasure hunters and share the loot that I'm getting, so that, I mean, it can be a little hard to figure out, is it a good deal to like buy buried in the desert, for instance. So I went in there with my treasure hunters. This is a pretty low level map, and I mean, these are my first completion rewards, so that's pretty much just there for reference. But moving forward, I want to be sharing some of these hunts with you guys, so you can like decide, is it worth it to spend $500,000 on buying like some kind of map entry thing. So I hope you guys are going to be enjoying that. But anyway, Secret Waterfall, pretty hyped about that one because I can blitz it. I really like the things that we can blitz, because it's like ninja, boom, and the rewards amazing. We're getting these evolution things. I got almost 1 million coins just by going in here and hitting blitz. So buying a Secret Waterfall map entry, I mean, the the evolution things alone are worth millions, and we're getting coins. So this is like, wow, I want to be going in there much more moving forward. Also have the castle treasury today, also a blitzable one. Not really that interesting, but what was interesting was the planet's core. I have noted that it said bring a treasure hunter, so I figured, hey, I'm gonna go in today and I'm gonna bring 5 just to see, is that gonna do anything for me? And look at the coin income by completing this with almost only treasure hunters. I brought in Celicia because my treasure hunters are pretty low level, but I made 1.2 million for this run alone. 1.2 million, that is completely crazy. So that is something we're gonna be like having a lot of fun with. What I am anyway. I have my Warlord Lubu, or I had, and it is one of the heroes that I promised to look a lot more into, so I'm working on a bit of a more in-depth video for him. But decisions guys, because I can go flying general Lubu, and this is area damage multiple times for a smaller amount, but it ignores counter, and it guarantees that Lubu will intercept the next attack. So this has huge strategic potential. I can attack anything that I want, and I won't be countered, and I'm guaranteed to defense the next attack. This is really something I can use. The Warlord, on the other hand, deals so much damage that he will penetrate almost any defense that the opponent has, but he has a longer cooldown. And I mean, not a longer cooldown, but you can only do this once, so you really have this one shot in the barrel, and it really has to work. Whereas when I go with Flying General Lubu, I can attack multiple opponents. None of them are going to be countering. I will deal area damage, so if I'm not up against a high defense opponent, I think that the Flying General is going to be better for me. And it's only 50 mana, so it's even cheaper to use. So it's not going to be one-shotting bosses for millions, but it's going to be much more efficient for me in terms of in terms of just auto playing, and also the strategic options of being able to ignore a counter and guarantee an intercept on the next attack is huge, especially because I have a high block chance, and when I block I reduce cooldowns. So I ended up going with the Flying General, and so far I have been pretty happy with that decision. I've been playing with him almost all day because I have been farming down mainly water element areas for water essence. It's pretty obvious. But as you can see, he is pretty low on his skill. I have maxed out his gear. I'm going to be working on the essence for him, but he is battling Sie Lung right now in regards to getting essence, because I'm also looking into that here. I'm looking into a lot of heroes, trying to even things out a little bit, just so that I have like enough bite for the buck when I play with these different heroes. But anyway, my Lubu is now a Flying General. I will probably get another, so I set in Cilicia and Lubu as my helpers for at least the next 24 hours, so that you guys can fool around with them if you want to. If you have special requests, be sure to put them down there. So like be the lighthouse you requested, like a dark element, so if you still need that, I'm of course gonna be setting one of those. But anyway, I tested out a lot of stuff with the Flying General Lubu. And as you can see, this is in a light element room, so he's not dealing crazy amounts of damage, but I wanted to test out when does he actually get a benefit, what counts, how often does the Eviscerate trigger, what does it mean when I have multiple opponents, stuff like that. So I've really been playing with him for like almost every battle in all of my gaming today, and I'm pretty hyped about it. I'm really happy that I went with Flying General, because I feel that when I'm gonna be playing the game actively, it's because I need to think something, and not just because I need one like big hammer. Another thing I discovered today that I wanted to show you guys is that we often have a lot of this weapon ore, and we have a lot of armor ore, and we're always pretty down on the magic side. So what can we do with it? Well, we can sell it for almost nothing. But I went into the monster pit because I was curious about, do we have an effect in the monster pit when we upgrade the things we have in here with these resources that we have an abundance of? You cannot do this on 2-star heroes, you cannot do this on 3-star heroes, but if you have 4-star heroes in here or above, you can actually upgrade their gear just as you can with the heroes that you normally play with. So is that a good way to like spend these resources? That was what I went in here to try to find out. So I burned out everything that I have, just maxing out one unit after the other, trying to figure out what is the boost, what is the value of investing these resources that, I mean, I could sell them for like $1 million or something at max. And does it help? It does. So boosting up the gear of the units that you have in the monster pit will give you monster pit experience points, which will give you monster pit levels, and that will make all of your heroes stronger and like push you even more towards the pretty hardcore crazy unique rewards we have in here: hero mana, hero regen, and of course the unique heroes and pets that we can get from the monster pit. So if you're sitting on an abundance of these, just like what I've been doing, just put them into the monster pit, because then it's going to be helping something. We all know we're going to go into the mine to get more magicite anyway, so we are not going to be running low on the other stuff. I went into the underwater forest once again because this is what I want to gank the most. I want Lyra. I want that hero. So I've been spanking down that, and I've also been fooling around with Lubu. Does he buff up when, I mean, it says when allies die. What if you summon an ally and you leave the map? So are these allies going to die when I move to the next room, or are they just going to be considered as being alive? Because, I mean, if we can use something like Vine Queen Elide to fill up a map, move to the next room, and just start there crazy, that would be really interesting. But unfortunately, as you might imagine, nothing. So that was a shame. Moving to a new room, does not mean that your allies die, but if you have a Vine and it dies, or like a Kagabutsu no Jutsu kind of thing from Sun Wukong, like any ally on the board that takes lethal damage and dies will boost up Lu Bu, but losing them due to moving to the next room is not going to be giving Lu Bu any kind of bonus. So I mean, I had to test it out. Besides that, so like loads of testing, loads of grinding. The main thing I've been grinding towards is Arctic Wolf Trygg, because I want him for 22/7, I believe it is. And I mean, I have Sie Lung already. I grinded down one of these, but as always, when I grind these, I do 3, so that I can cast 1 into the pit, and I can sell 1 to find out what is it worth when I sell it, how much essence am I going to be getting by selling it, am I going to be getting legendary hero traces, all that kind of like nitty-gritty stuff to find out what is the value of farming a specific map. And it turns out that, as with most other high tier farmable heroes, when you sell Arctic Wolf Trygg, you actually get this like super important legendary crazy paints. So that is cool. You're going to be getting 9 essence when you sell him, and you're going to be getting 7 of these legendary hero traces. So you can actively farm this hero to get super rare summons in the Skybreaker's quest page, and you can farm him to get the essence. Now, the essence is not cheaper to get this way compared to farming lower tier heroes, but the cool thing is that we get these legendary hero traces that we can use to summon some really crazy paint kind of heroes. So I kind of did that, and of course I completed even more quests, because this was all what I did before noon, and you know, then it's noon, and I managed to get my Sie Lung up to this point around noon. So I had a long grind ahead of me, because I actually expect to complete 22/7 tonight, which means that it's gonna be happening. As always, be sure to send me friend requests if you are new to my channel, new to the game, because I'm going to be accepting them at least once per day in the Epic Game Store and in the Battle Breakers game. So hit me up in there, then you can borrow the heroes that I'm lending out, and I can borrow yours, and hopefully when they get the daily gifting system completely fixed, we will be able to properly gift each other. So as you can see, I got another one of these ancient factory hero crystal kind of token thing. So these are so far not really that interesting heroes that I'm getting, but I appear to be getting one every day. I wanted to highlight that you can get Sarah here on map 15. She's like a must-have kind of hero in my opinion. Anyway, the last thing I managed to do on my day 28 of gaming was to grind another 3 of these Arctic Wolf Tryggs. I even got one that was foil. I was about to say shiny, but foil. And of course, selling a foil hero will upgrade the one you have in the collection book if you don't have a foil one in there already. And I only did this for the water essence, because I kind of need to move forward, and I wanted Sie Lung to be maxed. I want him to be 150 before I go into 22/7, and it has been a pretty grindy day in terms of just farming all these Trygg heroes, but it's a done deal now, and hopefully it's gonna allow me to push forward. The reason why I want him is because he has crazy stun features. I mean, you just want that. You just want that. Stun them for 2 turns, does not end the turn, so you boof up, you deal damage to everything, and you stun them. It has a 2-turn cooldown. Crazy. You can just do it over and over. Of course, we also have something such as this dude here. He also have an option to stun a target for 4 turns, but double for fire elements. So I will stun something for 8 turns if it is a fire element, and basic attacks apply water vulnerability, so they will take more damage from water element heroes. And we have the Frozen Queen Elena. When she takes damage, she stuns the attacker. So I really want to go with like a super fun stun build in there. Hopefully it's going to be working out where, like, we're going to see tomorrow or something. So anyway, guys, wow. So much stuff going on in one day of gaming. It is, oh yeah, I forgot. I got one of my Kalas, the branded upgraders as well. So evolved and max level, so max promoted, so that I can start farming currency even more efficiently in the game. Like so much stuff in one day. I don't think I'm gonna be able to have more days like this in the future, but I have 3 Kalases now. So yeah, I'm closing in on a full team. So anyway guys, that was what I had to share in this video. I hope you enjoyed. As always, thank you very much and very much for watching. Yeah, almost a new day. So see you later guys.